So when you're choosing your protein source, especially with meats, it's really important to know where they're coming from. So we've often heard about grass-fed beef, and there's all kinds of weird stuff that's happening in the industry where they're feeding cows corn and they really need grass. And so if they're not getting the right diet for the animal, it's certainly not going to pass on to us in the right way. So I'm going to drop an article about the beef, because beef is the one that you want to make sure they're grass fed. Free range chicken, there's all kinds of options around what's really going on with that, how much square feet they're getting to roam and graze, and what they're eating and so forth. There's a whole lot behind. You can't believe how complicated it is to get the right answer for chicken, and for eggs need to be pasteurized, and it's really confusing. The bottom line is the free range label can be misleading because we're not sure what outdoor access means. But we know we don't want them to add anything to it. You want them to raise them properly. And then this says look for products that are called Certified Humane Range Seal. You may spend a little more for organic or certified pasture raised chicken instead. Okay, so that's the chicken. And then pork. And you can, I don't have the seafood one on here, but you can Google, of course. The same version that we're so used to getting for beef is called grass-fed. For pork, they don't call it that. They call it heritage pork. Yes, it's a higher price tag. Same idea. They're humanely raised and pasteurized, and they're fed the right diet. So they're not injected with things, and no antibiotics, because the antibiotics can make these animals, all that gets passed on to us. So they're treated right, and they're not given anything to make them grow faster, growth hormones and stuff like that. So it's really important to know where your proteins are coming from, where your meat source is coming from. And then, seafood, you need to figure out if farm raised or wild caught is better. Farm raised, you don't know what they're doing. They could be injecting stuff. So really dig into your food source and make sure that you're getting fresh meat that is not modified and added any chemicals that do not need to pass on to you. So do your homework and figure out your sources of your protein.